So you've got that awesome painted mini. Now it's time to get it on an equally awesome painted base. So that's what we're doing on today's episode. We are basing minis. Hey guys, what's going on? Michael here. So on today's video, I've got this neat little dwarf miniature that my buddy Ralph painted up, and I am going to pin it to this base for him. So there's a bunch of tools that you're going to need for this process, but as you can see, the first thing that I'm getting out is my pin vise, and you just want to put a bit in it that is slightly larger than whatever metal rod you're using. Now in my case, I'm actually using pins like you would get from a sewing supply store. They're really easy to use. The only bad thing about them is that they are harder steel than a paper clip. Now the first step in this process is going to be to use our side cutters and cut away the pewter base that this miniature is modeled on. This would typically go into a cutout inside of a plastic base, but because we're not using that, it's just in our way. With that scrap of pewter removed, we'll take a diamond file and just file this a little smooth. That'll make it easier for us to pin and glue this down. Now my go-to super glue is zap-a-gap, and I will also use the accelerator, which is called Zip Kicker, with this. And I'm going to use a small precision tip so that I can easily control where this super glue goes. Now normally I use nothing but a hand pin vise to do this. It just gives you really great control so that you can absolutely get these holes drilled perfectly square into the feet and legs. But this pewter was being a pain, so about halfway through this process I broke out my grandfather's old Black & Decker Dremel. It's really all about having the right tool for the job. Now that the holes in the feet are drilled, we're going to put a little bit of super glue and go ahead and glue the 2 pins into the feet. We'll now cut these pins off shorter than the thickness of the base that you're going to go into. I've tried different methods to transfer these marks, but a little bit of red paint on the pins and then tapping them onto the base that you're pinning it to works wonders, and it'll show you where you need to drill to make the holes for these pins to glue into. With both holes drilled and a quick dry fit to make sure that it's exactly where I want it, we can go ahead and put the super glue in and get this bonded up. Fill the holes all the way up, and remember, once you remove the tube of the super glue bottle, it's going to recess that glue a little bit. And there you have it. You can ditch those stock bases and pin your minis to a custom base. Hey, if you like these videos and want to help me keep making them, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button.